Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone. So my name is Muhammad Faiz Fatih bin Ahmad. I'm from 7A1. So today I will present on the contributions of structural engineers towards sustainable development. So from this title, I can find the two keywords which are structural engineers and sustainable development. The structural engineer is one of the scope under civil engineering. So structural engineer is the person who deals with the analysis and design of the structure. Sustainable development, according to a report that published by Brundtland Commission in 1987, it refers to the development that meets their needs without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So that is the meaning of sustainable development. So we do the development, but in the same time we protect the environment. Okay. They have three elements in sustainable development, which are economic, environmental, and social. So for the economic, it is something that related to the cost involvement in any construction and any manufacturing. For the environmental, it is to optimize the use of natural resources and minimize environmental impact. And then social. From the Oxford Dictionary, social refers to any activity which people meet each other or anything that connected with society and where it's organized. Social compared to environmental and economic, it was the less emphasized compared to both elements. For the economic element, the important part which are research and development. In my writing, I put about the research and development. It is the alternative way to correct the failure. And then research and development also can be can create some technology that is less harmful to the environment. For example, the initial technology, it is produce harmful to environment. Then we do the research and development, so we can create something technology that less harmful to the environment. Okay, based on the National Survey of R&D 2016, R&D program had increased from only 6,071 million ringgit in 2008 into 15,058 million ringgit in 2015. So this program had covers 19.84% for engineering and technology cluster from other 8 main cluster. So the other cluster is information, computer and communication, and then we have natural science, medical and health science, agricultural and forestry, social science, biotechnology, economic, business and management. So R&D also can reuse and recycle waste into another function and also can create a new product. So this is one of example of sustainable development building, which is Bahrain World Trade Center. So this building had built with the integration of 3 huge wind turbines, as we can see. So we have 1, 2, 3 huge wind turbines on each skyscraper. Okay, so this wind turbine will use to generate the electricity on that building. Okay, next we continue on the second element, which are environmental element. So in environmental element, the important part we have to know is biodiversity. So what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is the ecological complex that formed by living organisms, animals, plants, and microorganisms, surrounding environment, and various ecological processes related to them. So, biodiversity can be classified into three types, which are genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. So, genetic diversity is the variation of genetic resource of organism. So, that is genetic diversity. Species diversity is variety of species that found on that particular location. For example, in the forest, we have a lot of species, tiger, bird, and anything. And then ecological diversity. It is the collection of living and non-living organisms and the interaction among them. So when the living and non-living interact with each other, so we call it as ecological diversity. So it is one of the policy that has been provided by nation government, which are National Policy on Biological Diversity 2016 to 2025. Okay, this policy provide the direction and framework for us to conserve our biodiversity. So this policy consists of 5 goals that need to be achieved during 2025. So which are, we have goal 1 on the empower the biodiversity, and then goal 2 we have reduce pressure on biodiversity. Goal 3 we have safeguard of all ecosystem, species and genetic diversity. Goal 4 ensure benefit from utilization of biodiversity, and goal 5 improve capacity, knowledge and skill. So this is one of the act. Okay, this is the EQA 1974, or we call it Environmental Quality Act 1974 Act 1227. So this act is related to the prevention, abatement and control of the pollution. So this act had been put under Department of Environment, DOE. Okay, so anything that offense, all offense that involve environment within scope of construction will be prosecuted under this act. So anything that related to the environment and also construction, especially construction, will be put under this act, EQA 1974. Next is social element. So social element, we have the best practice for social sustainable development. So this is from an article that write by Pochok and other on 2016. So from this we have 7 best practice for social sustainable development. First one is engage with the community in the entire life of the cycle of the project. So if we want to construct anything, we have to engage with the community on that location. Okay, number 2, design with suitability with that local culture. So every culture have different, every place have different design method. So we need to interpret with that location. Okay, number 3, design the safety occupant by incorporating local code with acknowledging international standard. So for example, in Malaysia we have British standard and Euro code. Okay, so any construction, if we go to the outside, then we need to follow the standard on that country. Okay, next is design locally sustainable system for energy and thermal comfort. So number 5, design project that can be safely constructed by local population. This is because when we already finish the when we want to construct a project, we must have the local population also. So we need to construct something that safety by the local population. Okay, next is build locally understood construction method, and the last one is build locally sustainable and affordable material. So this both two is depend on that location. So from this we can conclude that any construction that we want to build, we must see the location that we want to build that construction. So as the conclusion, we can also relate the two elements together. Okay, such as we have socio-environmental when it comes to the climate change, health and safety, and then we can combine eco-economy for the resource efficiency, energy efficiency, socio-economy when training and development, and also employment. So as the conclusion, although it is contain three elements, environmental, social and economy, but these three elements were interrelated to each other. So these three elements is interrelated to lead the long-term and sustainable profit growth. So this combination of three elements will produce the sustainable development. I think that's all from me. Thank you.